I'm Antonio. I'm the founder of Real Men, Real Style, and today I'm going to be talking about the power of interchangeability. Now, first off, I want to thank Patrick and the team at Valuetainment for having me here on their channel. And if you haven't watched the earlier video, go check out that one. I talk about why. I talk about why you need to have a driver, an emotional driver that helps you make this transition as you're looking to put your best foot forward. Because I don't talk about runways. I really don't care too much about fashion or even clothing. What I care about is how you use the clothing, how you use image and style to get your message across in a crowded industry where everyone's competing, everyone's fighting, everyone's trying to say, hey, do business with me or I'm going to be the best consultant. How you can get a leg up, how you can get an advantage by simply understanding that people make snap judgments about people based off the way that they look. Don't believe me? Walk into a doctor's office. What do you look for? You look for the white jacket. And it's the same in any industry. Doesn't matter if you're blue collar, doesn't matter if you're working as a consultant, doesn't matter if you're working as an investment banker. Whatever you may be doing, there's an image of what success looks like. Now, the key component today that I want to talk about is interchangeability. So if you're not familiar with this word, if something's interchangeable, therefore it can be changed out very easily. So light bulbs, a pretty good example. If you've got a standard light bulb, you can change it anywhere in your house. The great part about that, you buy one light bulb, it's going to work anywhere in your house. You want that in a sense with your clothing. You want all of your shirts to work with all of your jackets. You want all of your shoes to work with all of your trousers. Because when you're able to build a wardrobe that's interchangeable, where all the pieces work with each other, you can own less and get more outfits. Let me illustrate this. So if you had 3 pairs of shoes with 3 pairs of trousers, with 3 shirts, with 3 jackets, right there, you wouldn't have, how many pieces of clothing? 12 pieces of clothing. You're not going to have just 3 outfits. Although, if they weren't interchangeable, you would have. But if you looked at them as multipliers, you have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And right there, all of a sudden, 81 outfits from simply 12 pieces of clothing. What's great about this is it multiplies as you add more. And you don't have to have perfect interchangeability. But my goal with introducing this concept to you and how to build an interchangeable wardrobe, the key concepts here is so that you can save money, so that you can buy less, buy better, and therefore be able to take, when you buy better, you can take better care of that clothing. You can buy, instead of a pair of shoes that cost $40 or $50, you can start to look at a pair of shoes that, maybe cost $200 to $400. Yes, I know for many of you guys, you have never even looked at a pair of shoes that cost that much. But all of a sudden you start to realize that, okay, these shoes are going to last me 20 years. I can get them resold. And people are going to notice. They actually, as they get older, they look better. They start to develop character. Now, all of this applies to much of your clothing, and especially in women's wear, where I see oftentimes they use lower quality fabrics. Women in general are more susceptible to fashion. You have an industry which is trying to every single season get you into something new. And that's one of the big things that I love about the interchangeable wardrobe is it insulates you from the whimsical winds of fashion. Because fashion's goal is not to get you looking great. Fashion's goal is to sell you items, to sell you clothing. But for most of you, for when you show up to work, you don't need the latest fashion. That's not going to send the message that you necessarily want to send unless you're in the fashion industry. For most of us who are simply maybe, working in a bank, maybe we've got our own business, we need something that's a workhorse, something that when we show up shows that we're competent, shows that we can do our job, does a good job of simply making sure keeping us warm, doing its job and functional, but also just sends that signal that we're someone that people want to do business with. For that, you want to go with classic styles. You want to go with classic patterns. You want to go with classic colors. All of that is going to be interchangeable. So look at things that have stood up to the test of time, that have been in style, have been around for decades. Now, that's why I love menswear, because when you look at the classic dress shirt, you look at the classic suit, you look at a pair of classic Oxford dress shoes. All of these things have been around for years, for in some cases over 50 years, and they really haven't changed too much. Now, with women, it's something that you're going to want to make sure, and you may have to actually go to a custom clothier. You may have to go to a specialty women's store that deals more with simple business clothing. And I'll try to put some suggestions down in the comments and in the sections down there, try to give you guys some other options there. But it is something you want to look at, okay, this, when I spend $200, $300 on a custom skirt. Yes, it's probably more than, you go to a typical outlet, you're going to be able to find a skirt for 20, 30 bucks. Why would you spend 10 times as much? Number one, this skirt that you get custom made fits you better. Number two, it actually is made from a better fabric, so it's going to stand up and be able to last you for years if you take care of it. It also comes in the color and the material and has those little details that matter to you. It's not going to start to fray. It's going to be the right exact length, and it's going to come off, therefore, as more professional. You're also going to save time. I know a lot of you all are professionals. You don't have hours and hours and hours to be out there spending time shopping. And a lot of people, yes, they maybe enjoy the shopping experience and they be able to clip coupons, but to me, I know my time is valuable. So to be able to find someone that can either build the clothing, or yes, I'll have to pay more. I won't be able to get a discount on it, but I will go to a specialty shop to be able to find what I'm looking for, so I save the time, so I'm not out there just wasting, because I know for me, my time is very valuable. Therefore, I don't want to waste it. Now, getting back to interchangeability, what are we looking for? You're looking to put together at least one simple key outfit. So you want to stick with, in general, solid, classic colors. So for men, a lot of this is going to be black, it's going to be gray, it's going to be blues, very wide variations of blues. Whites are going to be in there, and then you've got shirts that you can bring in a few patterns with things, but avoid outlandish clothing. If something grabs so much attention that you get 10 to 15 compliments on that loud shirt, you're wearing those shoes, they're your favorite, they've got that great heels, and you have all your friends talking about those shoes that you're wearing, ladies, you want to maybe say, is that really though interchangeable? Maybe it would have been better to go with a very simple type of shoe that, yeah, maybe, with just a 1-inch heel, or maybe you want to go with flats, simple black, that have a nice classic design on them. Something that, yeah, you could have seen maybe your mother would have actually worn. And I know for a lot of people that sounds, oh, my father would have worn this, my grandfather. That sounds incredibly boring. But the key here is about the message you send, and about being able to insulate yourself from something being out of season. Because if your mother could have worn it, and if it looked great on her, it came off as professional. And nowadays, you still see that item popping up. So things like the pencil skirt. We look at just simple white blouses that have an immaculate fit, especially, in and around the chest area, in and around the waist, you get tailored. Because here's another thing. You don't have to have everything custom made, but you better know the name of your tailor. You better know the name of your seamstress, the person that you're taking your clothing to, because you take it there to get it adjusted to fit you better. And all of a sudden, you've got that one perfect outfit. Maybe it's going to be that suit skirt. Maybe for the guys, it's going to be a classic navy suit. And then from there, we say, what else can we build from this? Well, we could probably, with that suit, bring in 3 shirts. We can go with 2 whites, 3 whites. Nothing wrong with repeating whites. You can change up a few patterns, maybe change up the collar. Right here, go with something, a different type of collar. Maybe go with a contrasting button. That right there is going to make it a little bit less formal. You can all of a sudden bring in a light blue. Light blue isn't going to be as formal as white, but it does change it up. You can go with a white shirt with blue stripe patterns on it. For the ladies, you can start to bring in, a wide range of colors whenever it comes to pastels. So you can look at lavenders, you can look at pinks, you can look at, just a wide range there. You don't want to go for something super dark unless that's the shirt you're going to wear, maybe just a blouse by itself. Then you can wear a darker blouse. What I like about that, it creates a monochromatic look, allows the eyes to go up and down, not get stuck on anything in particular. But from that one outfit, you're building another outfit, then another outfit. Then you're saying, okay, well, how about I take that and I maybe add in a classic pair of dark colored jeans. As a man, I could wear that with maybe that navy blue jacket. I would have a blazer mix up. Maybe I'll bring in a sports jacket. Now, you're not going to be able to have a 100% interchangeability with everything here. But the goal is to try to, whenever you introduce something into your wardrobe, you're saying, what else is it going to match? What else is it going to work with in my outfit, so that you don't buy that one item, yes, that was 90% off. It was an amazing sale. You basically got it almost for free. But then you bring it into your wardrobe and you're like, it's not going to match anything. And in fact, I have to go buy another pair of trousers, or I have to buy another pair of shoes just to get this outfit to go together. That's what you want to avoid. You're building off of your core outfits and adding occasional pieces here. Now, I've talked to many of you guys saying, okay, all these classic colors, these classic patterns, these classic styles. Yes, they're not going to go out of style. I'll be able to wear them for years, but I'm going to be boring. Well, that's where accessories come in. So for men, your neckties, your pocket squares, bits of jewelry for women, scarves, jewelry, the way you wear your hair and your makeup. All of this actually can transform the entire look of the outfit. You can start to, yes, you can bring in occasionally a shirt, but what I don't want to, the worst thing you can do is you're building your wardrobe is on your big ticket item, which are your shoes, which are your suits, which are your skirts. All of these items, you don't want to go in there and spend a lot of money on something that's not going to be able to be worn with everything else in your wardrobe. So again, key components to interchangeability is to have something that is going to be able to mix and match with everything in your wardrobe. I think the ideal of this, and I've talked about this in some of my other videos, is how you could walk into your closet blindfolded and literally grab a shirt, grab a jacket, grab a pair of pants, grab a pair of shoes, and it should all work together. Now, not going to always happen, but that's what you're going for. And by doing this, you're going to be able to save money by spending more money on the particular items which you're going to get more mileage out of, and you're just going to have a wardrobe that's going to last you the test of time, and every time you put this stuff on, you're going to look great and feel good about yourself. All right, so now it's your turn. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments how you're going to apply the principle of interchangeability as you start to build your wardrobe. Maybe you already have some items in your wardrobe that you can use as base pieces to build off of, or you're going to have to go out there and purchase something, but use interchangeability as the first key concept to building a wardrobe that you love, that makes you feel great every time you put on, like a suit of armor when you go out there to do better business, to be able to build trust, to be able to grow your company. And guys, what's coming in the future? Okay, so we're going to be talking about fit. We're going to be talking about colors. We're going to be talking about the power and the science of style so that you can use clothing to get what you want out of life. I'm Antonio Centeno, and I'll see you guys in the next video.